Hi Sujay, how are you?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
Okay Sujay, please just message on a group that to join other people.
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, I have some queries to you.
हाँ
Uh,
हाँ.
Maybe can you make a list of what are the items to be downloaded before starting Node and Express.js, sir?
So you should to have a node in your computer. So you can download from official website. Let me just share this screen first.
Yes, sir. Node I have, sir. Because while
Huh.
if you want to use React, it is must to have Node, right, sir?
Right, right.
So I have Node installed.
Okay,
As of now, I am practicing React. Uh,
okay,
uh, Still, I didn't. Basically, I have done the backend, sir, but
okay,
full-fledgedly, I didn't start the backend
okay.
development. So I just need a clarity. What are the uh,
Tools that you need to start the front end as well as back end, right?
yes, sir. Yeah.
So the first tool you need to download is for front end, as it is clearly mentioned that Node.js you should have, and then for React, it's not necessary that you are going to download everything, cause as soon as you are inside the your project, so whatever the things required, you can download from the npm, right? But in case of the backend development, you need the same thing. Like you need to have a Node.js in your system, and then most probably you can also download a databases thing for practicing the databases query. So you need to have a MongoDB. I already provide the link, so you can download from there, and also you need to download the MongoDB shell. That links I shared in yesterday's session. Okay.
So MongoDB and MongoDB shell, it's a two different part.
Right, right. It's a two different part. So before coming the version 6, so it's come within a single file, but currently it just get updated. So the MongoDB official gave the different download thing for MongoDB shell, and they also provide for the MongoDB Compass for a different download.
What is the difference between these two, sir? Why we are downloading two different MongoDBs?
Okay, so in order to run the query inside your shell, so you need MongoDB shell. Whatever we like here, it is a thing that we are started our MongoDB query, started writing MongoDB query inside our Windows shell, right? But
Okay.
when you are dealing with your UI thing, so you need MongoDB Compass. So if I type here, so this is the visual. This is the visual of your MongoDB database.
Okay.
So I will teach you. So MongoDB UI is pretty much very simple thing. You just need to just click on connect, and you can make a database from here. And
Yeah,
one interesting thing,
shopping
you
cart.
right, right, this interesting thing that we are making the database, it is just pop it out here. And if
Okay.
I click here, so everything is just mentioned here, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the difference.
Okay, sir. MongoDB and MongoDB Compass.
Right.
Okay. Okay, sir. Then I will see yesterday's class to download both. Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Just set all the path variable as I mentioned in yesterday class. Okay,
Okay,
just
sir.
you need to follow the same thing.
Okay. Okay, sir. Sir, actually, what we are doing here is we are creating a React front end in
In
one
one,
application.
yes,
Yeah, yeah. Then we are using a node in another
right,
application, and we are linking it
right.
through. What we have linked it through?
Yes, we are linking through the just mentioning the fetch API, like
Okay.
where our whatever we made inside our backend. So it
Okay.
is a form of the API. So
Okay.
you just mention this thing inside your fetch API. So it will going to connect.
Okay.
You don't need to do some extra thing to connect your backend to your front end thing. So this is the basic thing, like
Okay.
uh, how you pass the your API link. I hope that you are already do this thing when you are learning React.js. So in React.js, there is so many inbuilt features like inbuilt fetch APIs. Fetch API is already a inbuilt feature of a JavaScript. So mostly we are using the Axios for fetching a API, right? So
X.
the
What's
Axios API, have you used? Axios is a package. It's a npm package, and through this package, we can fetch the URL, or you can say your API.
actually I have used only fetch options.
Okay, so
I
okay,
don't know what you are trying to say, sir.
okay. I'm just showing over here. So this is the package for fetching data inside React. So this can be also used when you are trying to fetch your backend application, or you can say whenever you want to fetch the some URLs. So you can use this API. I'm so sorry. You can use this npm package basically, and use case is very simple. You just need to do this thing npm install Axios, and then you can use something like this, import Axios from Axios, and then you can get any URL like this way. So okay, I will show you how to do this thing in just upcoming. So so you guys have a one big project. So that project I will show you how to use this Axios npm package. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, let's just wait for a few more minutes to join one more guy, and then we will start. Okay.
Okay. So in MongoDB, in SQL we have different type of queries, no, sir?
Right,
Like
right,
inserting in table, deleting from a particular table and column. We have different various number of queries in SQL.
right, right.
Do we have the that kind of queries in MongoDB or
No, even MongoDB is more simpler version of the SQL. In SQL, you have to write so many syntax like the backticks, and then you need to write fetch query. So there are so many query in SQL, but in MongoDB it is a very simple, and it is almost it's all query are related to the normal language, like you already seen this thing in yesterday session, that we are using the insert where when we have to insert some data, we have a insert one and then insert many, and then when we have to delete something, we have a delete query. So this is very simpler in compared to SQL, I can say.
Okay. Do we have any merging the in SQL? We have merging options and all right, no, sir. Do we have
Right,
that
right.
feature in MongoDB or
No, no, no. In
we cannot?
MongoDB, it's not work like this that we have to merge or something.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, sir. Then if I have any doubt,
Yeah, sure.
I will contact
And
you, sir.
one more important thing, I want to tell you guys that MongoDB is too much faster than SQL. Why this? Because it has a document kind of system to store data, right? But in case of SQL, we have a table, row, and column. So when a customer or when a user trying to fetch the some data, so it will take uh, a bit more time than the MongoDB data get fetched. Why why this so? Because the first reason is that fetching data in MongoDB is more easy than fetching a data in SQL. You know that JavaScript objects are made something like the documents form. So fetching data is become more easier than fetching data in table. Okay, just one more minute. I need to do one more thing. Okay, let me just quickly do one thing. I just forgot to. Uh, so there is a research that uh, so many companies, even big tech giants, even tells that MongoDB is more faster than any other database. So if I personally say, so I can say that yeah, MongoDB is even more easy to use, because as a JavaScript developer, you are already familiar with the JSON objects. So this the data types inside the MongoDB is something, or you can say it is totally similar like to a JavaScript objects, right? So it's
Sir, your
very
voice is breaking, sir.
huh,
Hello,
Sajay.
sir. Your voice is breaking, sir.
Okay, okay. I got it. So okay, just give me 2 minutes. I will fix this thing. Actually, it's because of my fan voice. My fan makes too much noise. Let me just quickly set this thing up. Now it's get better. Sajay,
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
okay, okay. Okay, will Karan join the class today?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, Okay, then let's just start today's session. Okay.
Sir, can you re-explain what you said before, sir? Because I cannot
Oh,
hear you properly what you said.
okay. I'm just explaining just in a second. I need to first connect my tablet pen. I just forgot to connect. Let me just do it very quickly. Mm, mm, mm. No. Okay, let's just make a new page. So what happened that when you are working with SQL database, so SQL is something like a table structure, right? Like this. So let's say when a user hit a URL and they want to search of a product, let's say t-shirt. If if a user wants to search uh, a product and the product is a t-shirt, so what will happen in a classic form of fetching data from SQL database is that when they made when they made the request from the client side, so server will do what? Let's say this is client and it makes request of product t-shirt, and what will happen that server now trying to fetch the data in database. So now server has to do so many things, like the server needs to fetch on every data of the table and then pass it from every row to column, and then they will get the data. Okay, here is presenting this data, the t-shirt data. So it will take a little bit more time rather than MongoDB. But what happened inside the MongoDB is that our MongoDB is in a form of Bison, or actually what happened inside the MongoDB is that every data is written in a form of Bison. Okay, so the word is Bison. So internally how it works, let me just show you. Okay, it is not scrolling. Now it is scrolling. Okay. So what is the syntax for a bison? So so you can write bison something like this, like name, t-shirt, and price, let's say $250. So this is the syntax for bison, and this has happened backend scene of the MongoDB. But as a user, as a developer, we don't need to write like this way. So I hope that you are noticed that when even when we are writing the name of product, we have to put a double quotation, right? But as a developer, as a MongoDB database handler, you don't need to write something like this. You just need to write a regular JSON data, something like this. So this is the key difference. and fetching data is very fast. Why it becomes very fast? Because everything is in a form of documents, and server don't need to go through every table and row and column. They don't need to go everything. So what will happen that server just directly search the document name. Let's say server directly search the name of the product when it gets in a form of JSON database. So this is the key this is the key why MongoDB is so much fast rather than other databases. But as a developer, you may not get the MongoDB data to work on every time. Even it basically depends on projects, like how which kind of project you are doing. Sometimes you may get a Postgres SQL, or sometimes you may get MariaDB to work on. So, but the fundamentals are same. Fundamentals not going to change, like the how to run a query and do some things. So these things are remain still same, but in case of MongoDB, it is so much fast. And I want to just know you guys that so many companies are using MongoDB. Even companies like Airbnb and um, eBay and Flipkart. So these companies are using MongoDB. So these are not a small company, these are very big tech giants, and these companies are using MongoDB. So you can think of how powerful it is, right? So now it's just a discussion about the MongoDB, how it is faster and all. Now let's jump into the our main thing where we are learning MongoDB. Okay, so first thing first, let me just quickly quit this thing and again start from fresh. And I just want to revise every the queries that we are learned in yesterday's session. So let me just quickly do this thing. So first thing first is let's say if I want to check my database, what kind of database we have. So query for that is show dbs. Okay, I forget that I forget to start my Mongo shell. So how can you start? Just you need to write Mongo and Mongo sh. So it will quickly start. Okay, now let's just clear the waste of thing that we don't want. Okay, now you need to write show dbs. Now it is just showing we have a ecom and then a shopping cart. Yeah, these two database we have, right? And for using some database, we have a command use and then your database name. So if your database is already presented in your system, so it will just fetch, or you can say it will switch to your to that database. And if it is not present, so it will freshly create a new database. Okay, so command of creating a new database or switching the database is same. Just keep this thing in your mind. So I just want to go inside ecom. Okay, so now we are inside ecom. You can see the message over here that it says that switch to db ecom. Okay, so now let's just check how many collections we have. And in yesterday session, i uh, I forcefully told you that please remember some terminologies like collections and records and documents. So I hope that you have cleared you have a cleared idea about all the terminologies. So let's just check what type of collections we have. So commands for checking the collection is show and then collections, and we can see we have only one collection named as a products. Now I want to see what is inside products. Okay, I just want to check what kind of records inside our product. So so the query for that is db dot and the collection name products, and we have a find method. Okay, now you can see we have this much of collections, and let's just open the let's just open our MongoDB Compass. Okay, we already downloaded this thing, so let's just open this. You need to click on connect button. Okay, now you can see we have a collection of ecom here. Okay, just tap on this and you can see here we have a 4 documents. Let's just click on this, and now you can see our objects, right? And more interesting thing is that here you can see we have a review section, and if I open just expand this thing, now you can see here is a object that this is a nice product and this is a bad product. So how this all these things happen, I will tell you. And interestingly, you can see over here that if we want to delete anything, so here it is a option. We don't need to run custom query. Okay, not custom, but you don't need to run the query. Okay, so let's just quickly close this thing. So I know that you guys might have a question, sir. When everything is already inside the MongoDB Compass, so why we practice this thing? So the main thing is that when you are going to making an application, and let's say you want to insert some data into your product field, or let's say you want to update some data. Okay, so that time in your Node.js application, inside your Visual Studio Code, you have to write the query there. Okay, so that time you don't have a MongoDB UI thing. Okay, let's just quickly come onto our root folder, and okay, don't need to come on a root folder. Let's just delete this ecom one more time, and let's just add uh, again some products. Okay, so how to delete your database? I'm going to delete the database, but before deleting the database, let's just check how to delete a single record. Let's say I want this record to be deleted. Okay, so uh, for query for that is db dot collection name, and in this case we have a collection of products, and then we have a delete delete one. I just want to delete only one record. Okay, now so how we can delete only single piece of record? The idea is very simple. You need to just give a curly braces, and a unique identifier for a database thing is their ID, cause every ID that is automatically generated by MongoDB, is this all? So let's just copy this thing. Okay. Let's just I want to delete the Mac. So copy this thing and give a colon, and then we have to give this and inside this. Okay, I think something is wrong here. Yeah, now it is okay. This thing I don't want. Yeah, now the moment I tap on enter button, so it shows acknowledge true, delete count 0, but it should give the delete 1. Okay, let's just check one more time, or maybe I did some typo. So let's just check is our uh, is our product list show the two objects or not? Products dot find. Mac is not deleted, right? So basically, I think I did some typo over here. So let's just quickly delete this thing and again do the same thing. db dot products dot find. Here you can see we have this much of data, and I want to delete single data. So for query for that is db dot collection name products, and then delete one, and now let's just give it underscore id and this thing. Oh, okay, I need to delete this. Okay, let's just delete this thing. Yeah, now it is showing the acknowledge true and delete count 1. So let's just quickly check this. db dot products and then find. Now you can see we don't have Mac anymore, right? We don't have Mac right now. So this is the command to delete only single data. So okay, now let's just come and again do the same thing. db dot products and then find. So now we have a three products in our collection. So I don't want to delete every single records one by one. I want to delete uh, I want to delete multiple data at a single time. So how can we do this? So for this we have a command delete many. So how to use this? Let's just see this thing. Collection, uh, oh sorry, I mean product. products, and then we have a delete many, right? But just look at very carefully, cause here you okay, just wait for 1 minute. I need to mess something. Okay, now come to here. Just look this query very carefully, cause it is slightly different than other queries. So whenever you need to delete many records, so you need to run query delete many, and here how we can delete as much I mean more than one records. So for identify to more than one records, we must have their object ID, or you can say product ID. So we need to do something like this, and this is already present inside a curly braces. But when we have to delete more than two records, so in this case we need to again define one more curly braces, and then now we have a operator for delete many thing. So operator for delete many data, we have a dollar in. So this is a operator of MongoDB in order to delete many database. So in order to delete more than one database, now we cannot write only like something like copy the ID and paste just after that. So for that reason, we need to we need to place uh, we need to place the array, and inside array now we can pass the uh, pass our id number. So I don't want this product, so copy this thing and paste inside this, as well as I also don't want this this object id. I also don't want this product mi. Okay, so let's just copy this and paste inside the curly braces. Now it is all good. The moment I press enter button, it shows some error. Okay, it shows it has some issue. So let's just check. Uh, hmm. Okay, I mistakenly put double brackets over here. Now it is correct. Okay, let's just run this query one more time, and let's check is it still giving the error or not. Again it shows the problem is here. Mm, Okay, let's just check it out one more time. So in this case, so let's just remove this object ID, uh, something like this, and this too. Okay, yes. Now I think it's correct. Check it one more time. Okay, maybe there's some issue here. Okay, now let's just quickly check how to use the delete menu. Okay, so whenever you guys if you guys may get any error, so come to this document, and the document is very nice. So the source of every knowledge is always official documentation. So here it is show like DB and collection name, and then delete many, right? Concern document. Okay, I will check this thing later. Now let's just continue the continue our learning process. Cause if I if I start to again again started to uh, doing the things like why this is not come, so it will take so much of time. So let it be for a while. uh, I will see this thing why this is not working. Delete many query, but delete many query should work. Maybe I do some mistake, so I need to check this thing. So now let's just quickly go ahead with the session. So let's just say, so first thing first, just clear the whole screen again. uh, I just want to drop this database. Drop means I don't want this database anymore. So command for delete a database is db dot, and then the not db. So let's just first check IAM is still in the same database that I want to delete. So the way of style how to check this, am I in the same database or not, is just use and then the your database name, so ecom. So yeah, already on db ecom, so it makes sure that yes, I am in the same db. So delete for the database is db dot and drop database. And the moment you hit enter, So it shows OK and drop ecom means it is deleted. So now let's just again do the show dbs. So it is not showing the ecom. Yes, you can say that it is showing ecom here, but if you check at the size of the this db means this ecom db, so we don't have the any size of data inside the ecom means ecom is not deleted, right? So let's just quickly make again db which names ecom, right? So for creating a db is for command is use and ecom. Yeah, already on db ecom. Now it's create the database db. So let's just quickly create a collection and create for creating a collection we have command for that, create collection, and inside the brackets we need to write collection name. So let's say I want to make collection name as product. Okay, not creating but create collection. Now it will work. Now it shows OK and 1. So it means now we have a product as a collection in our database. So let's just add some products. db dot products dot insert one. Let's just say the records will be name of uh, TV, TV, and a price of, let's say, dollar. Okay. Now the moment I hit enter, it says insert. I today I do so much of typos. I need to write insert, but I mistakenly write insert. Insert one. This is the command. Okay. Now it shows acknowledge true. So yeah, this is thing. Now just quickly create one more record, and just say db dot products and then insert one. Okay, let's say this time I give the product name as a let's say t-shirt, and a price of t-shirt is $89. Okay, now quickly make one more product by using same command, and here I want to give my product name as a, let's say, mobile, and a price is uh, let's say $585. So mobile is more generous word, so let's write some brand name. So let's say Apple. Now hit enter button. Yeah, now till now we have created the four records. So let's just check this thing. So let me just first quickly erase all the data right now from here. And how can we check our records? db.products and then find. It shows all of our three products, right? So this is the thing basically. So let's say you need to even if I told you guys that you can do relational database inside this MongoDB, so it will a little bit confusion, right? It can make a little bit confusion, but let me just show you how you can do this. Let's just say someone buy the Apple phone and they want to give some reviews. So how can he do this thing, or how can you do the same thing? Let's just say db dot uh, so you can do the same thing, something like this. Insert one. I forgot to write the collection name. Collection name is products, and then um, insert. Insert is a query. Insert one. Hello, are you guys there? Okay, okay. My internet was gone. Oh my god. Hello. Okay, I think my internet was gone and I didn't even notice this thing. So, one thing I can do is I will provide the recorded session, what I did till now. Okay, thank you so much.